Hi, I'm Danielle, and I am the Assistant Director for Early Outreach in the Office of Undergraduate Admission at Georgia Tech. Today, let's talk about test scores. We want to talk about four topics related to our standardized testing today that will help you understand how we look at the SAT and ACT in our holistic file review. So, we're going to talk about how we consider your testing in the review of your application, how you submit your test scores, other tests you might want to consider in the admission process, and our overall testing policy. So, first, let's talk about policy. The University System of Georgia mandates that Georgia Tech require the SAT or the ACT. While we aren't able to waive that test requirement, I do want to share some perspective about how we're going to use your scores in the admission process. So, how will we review your scores? Think of your test scores like a ticket to a race. They're required to get you to the starting line, but it's the day in and the day out work over your entire high school career that really matters most to us. So think about the courses you've chosen, how you've performed in those classes. That means so much more to the outcome of your admission decision. That test score is just one day, one moment in time. Your high school record represents your work over many years. Another common question we receive is, what are the minimum test scores required for admission? In a holistic review application process, we don't have minimum test scores. A student with a strong academic record and strong contributions to their school and community should never be discouraged from applying to Georgia Tech. That student is far more likely to be admitted than someone with weak academics and limited involvement than strong test scores. Next, you may be wondering when and how to submit your test scores. When depends on your intended application deadline. I encourage you to review our document deadline page on our website for specifics. How you submit is totally up to you, but I strongly encourage you to self-report your test scores. You can do this directly in your application if you already have scores at the time that you apply, or you can self-report via your admission portal after you submit your application. This is typically the fastest and most cost-effective way to get your scores to us. Ultimately, if you're admitted and decide to enroll at Georgia Tech, we will require official test scores, but you don't need to send them officially at the time that you apply. So what about other types of test scores like AP exams, TOEFL, or IELTS? These are not required for admission, but they may be helpful to submit if you feel like they support your application. Again, check our website. We provide detailed information about these additional options. Finally, I want you to know that we're really looking forward to getting to know you when you apply. We're curious about what you've done in high school, what courses you've taken, what you've enjoyed and what you haven't, and how you've contributed to your school and your community. Just be assured that test scores are one small part of this process. I encourage you to keep that in perspective as you move through your application journey with us here at Georgia Tech. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us at the admission office, and go Jackets!